So we're doing okay.
Chief executives from around the world are meeting this morning to advance the role of business in solving social problems as opposed to government. Kendall Powell is chairman and CEO of General Mills. He's one of those CEOs, and obviously he knows a whole lot about what's going on with the economy and the consumer around the world. Good to have you with us, Kendall. It's been a while, and we appreciate it.
Hey, Aaron. It's good to be on the show.
So I'm just looking here at something that stood out to me from your commentary, which is that since the year 2000, General Mills has contributed 5% of its pre-tax profits to philanthropy in some way, shape, or form. Now, I don't know what the benchmark is, but that seems to me to be unusually high.
Well, it is unusually high nationally, Aaron, when you look at it, or internationally. In the Twin Cities area, where, of course, you know we're based, Minneapolis and St. Paul, there's been an organization for many, many years called the 5% Club, and it was started by the Dayton family decades ago. And, you know, there's just a strong tradition of corporate philanthropy and giving back to the community in our area, and General Mills is very proud to have been giving at this level for, you know, not just the last 10 years, but many years before that.
And do you view this as sort of a, I mean, I guess what kinds of programs are these, and are you trying to fill a void because you think government isn't really doing it?
Well, I think it's a value that the company has to be very engaged in the communities where we live. So, you know, we obviously support arts and you know, cultural organizations and humanitarian and social organizations, you know, where we are. Also, though, globally, you know, as a food company, we have been supporting food shelters and people who are hungry for nearly 30 years. We are one of the founding partners of a national organization called Feeding America. We've donated $170 million worth of food over the last 10 years. So, obviously, I think you can see how, as one of the world's largest food companies, we'd be very interested in that cause. We've extended that interest now. We now are working globally. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been linking our food scientists and our technologists with small and medium-sized food companies in Africa. And this has been a terrific thing for us. We're helping these small companies, you know, get off the ground with technology. And I think one of the most amazing things about it to me is how much our employees want to do this. We have several hundred people who are volunteering their time for free. Last year they donated 20,000 hours in our labs to help these small companies get off the ground. And this has been such a great program, Aaron. We were recently given funding by the State Department to see if we could expand it.
All right, sir, we only have about 30 seconds left. I do want to touch on another subject before you go.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that in the early 90s, America's CEOs played a pivotal role in getting President Clinton and the Congress to get serious about budget reform, deficit control, etc. What's your view of our budget situation today, the deficit today, and what are the chances you and your colleagues can once again, you know, exert some pressure?
Well, I think it's very, very worrying. I mean, we all can read the newspaper and the headlines and listen to your reports, and we're accumulating debt at an unsustainable rate. And I think that the leadership of the business community is very worried about it. And when we have the opportunity to meet with our elected officials, I can promise you that this is at the top of the list of things that we're telling them are very, very concerned about.
Because a lot of people, as I'm sure you know, feel that the politicians have failed. So somebody needs to step in here. And we'd love to nominate you. And of course, the other CEOs.
I have a day job.
Mr. Powell, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank you. Thanks, Aaron.
General Mills, Chairman and CEO. Straight ahead.